So what exactly is metadata? As mentioned before, metadata is data that describes other data. For instance, the size of a file describes how many bytes of data the file contains. Every file has a bunch of metadata predefined. Some of these are defined by the operating system itself. This includes the file size, the date it was created, the date it was last modified, the user who created or modified it, the name of the file type, and permissions on the file. All of this is stored within the file system of the OS. Depending upon the file type, there can be some additional metadata as well. For instance, MS Office documents store some additional default metadata within the file itself. This can include things like the number of pages or slides, total time the file has been edited, description tags, template that was used, languages, etc. It is, however, important to note that even these metadata fields are built in to the document type. Values can be set, but new ones cannot be added or existing fields changed. However, SharePoint allows adding metadata for any kind of file, whether an MS Office document, a text file, or an image. You can define columns for a particular library, and any file that is stored within that library inherits this new metadata column. If the column is marked as being mandatory, the user is required to fill in a value for the metadata field when uploading or saving a file in that library. There are many different data types one can use within a library for a new metadata column. It includes basic ones like text, both single line and multiple lines. It also includes numbers and dates. Then there are special data types like choice and lookup that provide you a number of possible values from which you will need to select one or more for the item. Even more advanced ones let you create metadata columns of unparalleled capabilities as well. We will look at some of these as we continue. Metadata can even be a calculated column based on other values. You can choose the columns from existing ones and insert standard mathematical, logical, or comparison operators. For instance, if there are columns called cost and discount, you can add a calculated column named final, which has the value as cost minus discount into cost.